Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. As we come to an end of 2024, I'm going to share with you in today's video the pieces I would buy if I was putting together and starting a luxury collection in 2025. But before I share that with you, let me share with you the sponsor of this part of today's video, and that is Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa is a carbon neutral brand that produces unique and beautiful pieces of jewellery at very affordable prices. They have a 2-year warranty with their jewellery, they ship worldwide, and they are tarnish free. And I can speak to you about Ana Luisa easily because it's a brand that I genuinely love for myself and I wear on a daily basis. The necklace that I am wearing today, this one I wear basically every single day. This is an Ana Luisa necklace that I have had for years. I have swam in this, I get in the sea with this, I get showered with this. I never take this off. It still looks perfect and I still wear it every single day. This is an Ana Luisa threader earring that I also wear basically on a daily basis. This is very light. I suffer from migraines. It doesn't cause me any difficulties and I like the look of it, that it just gives that little bit of drama without being a heavy piece that I'm adding. I can't always wear that with my headaches and this just works perfectly for me. Since I got my Fred Force 10 bracelet for my 10-year anniversary in Paris, this has been on my wrist daily, and what I have been pairing this with to make my stack is this Ana Luisa bangle, and I think the two of them work beautifully together. I also generally wear these two rings that are now above my diamond ring. Those have been on my index finger for years, and again they're Ana Luisa and they're in the water, they're in the shower, everything. I have recently got this new one from them though, and I have been wearing this one that has the design of a 3-way ring. It has gold and it has the diamonds. I have added this over to my own diamond ring, that's my eternity ring, and underneath it I have another Ana Luisa ring which is thin line diamonds, just to add a little bit of drama because I like to have my jewellery speaking for me. I like it to be quite noticeable and blingy and not very understated. And for me, this brand allows me to pick the pieces that I want to do that with, not spending an absolute fortune. It's carbon neutral. I know that they stand over their product. And for me, it's something that through time and having used and worn every single day, I only love this brand more and more. So I genuinely have no difficulty in speaking to you about them. They are carbon neutral. I do love their packaging. If you're buying this as gifts, they come in these little pouches and they also come in these little boxes, which I think are really cool and quirky, these little pieces. So if you're buying this for gifts, I think it's actually a really fun way to give them to somebody, and I think they make great pieces. If you are going to shop Ana Luisa, I'm going to leave all of the details for you down below in the description box, and you should buy it now and beat the December craze because they are having their Black Friday promotions. There's up to 30% off their pieces. That's fabulous. And these make perfect gifting pieces that are personal, that you can pick something that you think will speak to the person that you're buying it for, or you can treat yourself because we all deserve to treat ourselves. But this is the best time to do it. Beat that December craze, get that up to 30% discount. You know you're getting products that I certainly have found to stand the test of time. And I, for one, guarantee you that this is a brand that I personally keep going back. So thank you to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this part of today's video. And as I said, I will link all of the details that you need down below in the description box so as you can go and check out their beautiful pieces and shop those crazy savings while you're buying either for yourself or for loved ones, and make the most of up to 30% off. There are 12 pieces that I would buy if I was starting my luxury collection in 2025, but I have limited myself to 5 handbags because there's no point me just giving you a list of every handbag in this room, because that is not starting a collection. But it will come as no shock to you that the number one piece that I would buy, the very first thing that I would go run and purchase if I was starting my luxury collection in 2025, as I started my luxury collection in 2011, would still be the exact same bag. This is the bag that I bought in 2011 when I was starting. This would still be the first bag I would go and buy, and it is of course the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the GM in the monogram. I adore this bag. If you have cause for a very large tote bag, either for work, for me this is an everyday work bag. I carry in this a laptop, I carry an iPad, I carry my agenda, I carry my diary, I carry the kitchen sink, I carry my toiletry 15, I carry the cosmetic pouch, I carry so much stuff in this. It's so heavy, but that is just me going to work. And this has, again, as well as the Ana Luisa jewellery, this has stood the test of time. Now this is my second one. The first one lasted me 10 years of absolute daily use and battering. It's a little worse for wear. There's definitely beauty marks on that. But this one I think I have now had 3 years, I think, since I replaced it, and I have no regrets. I would buy it again. Look what is in there. I'm wondering how my shoulder still functions, but this would absolutely be the very first piece that I would buy if I was starting my collection again in 2025. I think it's fabulous. Even with the price increases, even with the cost of this for a canvas bag, either for going away, for trips, for weekend, for work, I think it's fabulous. When I was thinking about the second bag that I would buy if I was starting my collection again, I thought about a special bag, a spectacular bag, one that makes an impact, one that I just love the drama of, and I came down between Louis Vuitton mini capucines, the Louis Vuitton Petite Malle and the sequins bag from Fendi up here, the Fendi Baguette. To be honest though, when I was honest with myself, there really wasn't much competition. As much as I love the mini capucine and I love the versions they come out of, and I'm going to end up with goodness knows how many of these, the bag that I would buy if I was starting my collection again, and the second bag I would buy, is the Louis Vuitton Petite Malle. I adore this bag. I would buy it in the monogram, would be the first one that I bought. This was the first one that I bought. I now have 4. I love the coloured versions. But again, if I was starting over, this would be the first one. When you take this out, this is a vibe all day itself. It's a moment. I get so many compliments on this bag. So many people will stop to comment on it. It goes with so many outfits. But even if I'm wearing something quite simple, when I add this, it just adds an edge to it. So today I have on a short pleated skirt that was for work, and I have on a striped turtleneck from River Island. If I was to just go on out with this bag is all it needs to do the talking. It's just, I can't wax lyrical enough about this. I think it's such a brilliant bag. It just makes a moment. It's dramatic. It adds to any outfit. And this would absolutely be number 2 on the bags that I would purchase again to start a collection. Number 3, and having tried over the years many different types of everyday bag, a bag that I'm going to get a little bit more in, a bag that's going to work on so many occasions, I have come down to the fact that the third bag that I would add is a slightly larger Chanel seasonal bag, because I think they do versions that are just fab. They're just dramatic. They add something. If I'm going to start a luxury collection again, I am not going to buy, apart from the Neverfull, lots of practical everyday bags. I'm going to buy things that are going to stand out, be a bit dramatic, be a bit different, and something that I can't replicate buying on the high street, because there's a lot of great contemporary and high street brands. So if I need to have an everyday black crossbody bag, I'm not going to buy a designer one if I'm starting my collection. The everyday black crossbody bag that I use now is Atelier Auguste, which is a contemporary brand, and I use that for work. It's still not something I have bought at designer level, even though I've bought all of these. Every time I buy a plain black designer bag, I kind of regret it, because I think for me, because I'm not a plain black bag lover, seems like a little bit of a waste of money. And I know that waste is relative to who we are, but the third bag that I would buy would be a really fun Chanel seasonal bag. I also have the colour block one that you can see down here. I also love that bag. I have the Christmas jumper one that still needs its strap extended, but we're not going there. But the one I would add would be this one. I will look to wear this bag on so many occasions. Now, it really doesn't go with the stripes of today's work outfit. But when I am wearing navy, I had on this just the other day with grey pinstripe trousers and a burgundy jumper. I've had this on with a full navy outfit. I've had this on with denim. I just love it, and it adds something, and it's special. Now, it doesn't have to be this sequenced version for everybody. It doesn't have to be this in your face. But what I'm saying is a slightly larger, so around about the medium classic flap size, Chanel seasonal bag. The seasonal bags aren't as expensive as the classic flaps, but I'm not saying they're cheap. But if we're starting a luxury collection, you gotta just accept what Chanel prices are. I would buy the slightly larger Chanel seasonal bag in one of the fun versions as an everyday bag that I can wear when it's not work, and it's just going to add something, and this is the one I would go for. Number 4 is a Chanel mini rectangle, because they're so wearable. They go with so many outfits. They're durable, although we're going to discuss that. And I think for me, I would always want to have one of these in my collection. I did think when I was putting together this video that I should choose a caviar version, because they're durable, like I just said. And a plain leather version is going to go with more caviar, strong wearing, blah, blah, blah. We all know where this is going. I didn't choose the caviar version. If I can only keep one, I'm keeping this. I absolutely adore this bag. For me, starting a collection again in 2025, number 4 would absolutely be a fabulous Chanel mini bag. If you're not just as in your face as I can be, a leather version equally is a fabulous bag from Chanel in the mini rectangle to think about starting your collection. You get the look of the Chanel Classic flap. Let me grab a leather one. You get the look of a Chanel Classic flap without spending Chanel Classic flap money. Now, these aren't cheap, especially if you buy a caviar one. You're probably talking £4,000 to £5,000. But if you're talking about a caviar Chanel mini rectangle, you're talking like £9,000. So there is quite a difference. This is not classed as a classic because it's the mini, but it gives you the same look. For me personally, chevron is my favourite, but this also comes in quilting, which is more traditionally Chanel. This is a perfect crossbody bag. It has a great length. It sits on me perfectly. You can get them in so many colours. You could find one that would work for you. And if I was putting together a new collection starting in 2025, absolutely I would want a Chanel mini rectangle in it. This is one that would give me run for my money because I love the colour of this. I would think about this one. This, again, just a fabulous, fabulous version. This goes with so much more than I thought it would. This doesn't do itself justice when you see it on camera. When you see this in real life, this bag is stunning. But it would be one of these Chanel mini rectangles that would make the cut into my new collection for 2025. The fifth and final bag that I have chosen, I think is going to surprise some of you, and it is the Louis Vuitton Nano Alma. Now, I love the orange. Orange works for me. I like bright and in your face. This comes in a lot of colours though, so this could come in a colour that's going to work better for your wardrobe. And the reason that I have chosen this is if I was starting a collection in 2025, I'm not going to have the money to just automatically go out and buy lots of Chanel mini rectangles. The Chanel mini rectangle in a colour in a plain leather is a fabulous everyday crossbody bag, but it's very, very expensive. And if I've already picked one of those, I'm not going to pick another one as my everyday bag. You can tie the chain of that inside together to shorten it. You can tuck the chain in. So you can carry it as a handheld bag if you tuck the chain in or if you shorten the chain inside with ribbons. But you can't take the chain off. So for number 5, I wanted to pick a bag that I can use as a crossbody everyday bag when needed, but that also gives something different and can use it as a handheld bag. And this Nano Alma, when I bought this, Anita, my beloved sales associate in Louis Vuitton, said to me, "What are you doing? You're going to buy that and in 6 months' time it's going to be in your the bags I shouldn't have bought videos." I know I do that. But for me, this has actually really worked. This is called the Nano Alma, but it is much more the size of a mini bag. This fits an iPhone Pro, not the Max, but the Pro. I took this when we were in Paris. I wore this out and about for a full day shopping in Paris. It does have a crossbody strap. I was able to put my phone in it, my lip gloss in it, everything that I needed, although admittedly I don't carry a lot in those circumstances. And I took it on holiday and took it out for dinner with Bestie like this. So for me, there's a lot of purpose to this little bag. As per luxury prices, it's not ridiculously priced. And I think with the colour options they have, if I was putting together this capsule collection for 2025 and starting again, this is one of the bags I would buy because of the versatility, because you can wear it crossbody, because you can wear it handheld, and I think it just adds something different than adding another very expensive Chanel mini rectangle. Number 6 is the new toiletry trio from Louis Vuitton. I have the old version when you had to buy these individually, the toiletry 26, 19 and 15, I think. But you can now buy these all together as a trio and they have fabulous colours inside. They look better than these do. And I think these are great. If I was going to start again, I would buy this toiletry trio and I wouldn't buy a mini pochette. I wouldn't buy a cosmetic pouch. I wouldn't buy the Nice Nano. All of those that I have, I wouldn't buy those again. Now, I would probably want to keep going in my collection because this is addictive and eventually add those. But if I was looking at putting together a new collection for 2025, I wouldn't focus on any of those. I would just buy this. Reason being, if you take the mini pochette, for example, which is very popular, or the cosmetic pouch, the toiletry 15 does the same thing. And for me personally, I actually gravitate to and prefer the toiletry 15 to the mini pochette and the cosmetic pouch because of the shape and the way it fits into the bag. So that would cover me for my everyday catch-all in my larger bags. You have the 26, which is great for holiday for taking your toiletries in. Admittedly, the 19 is my least used, but it is very handy for carrying cables if you need chargers to carry with everything. Also for us on holiday, I take this and this is my overflow, normally with perfumes. So number 6 for me would be the trio, and you get all 3 of these. I think it's taking up a lot of the space that you would need with all those different types of pouches. Buying it as one item, for me, I think a fabulous purchase. 7th thing I would add if I was restarting my collection in 2025, and this is a very me purchase. This will not be for everybody, but it is the Louis Vuitton Agenda in the GM. I adore this. I just even love to carry it. I love when I'm going to work or meetings or anything that I'm doing that I have this. I just love carrying it. I think it is a fabulous piece if you are a stationery lover. I am a stationery lover. I also carry with me a iPad. This is the bigger iPad. I have the stylus, I have the keyboard. I write on this. I use this every day, but it has not quenched my love and my thirst for stationery. I still also carry this and a slimline diary, and if I was starting again, absolutely the GM Agenda is one of the pieces that I would buy. It makes me so happy just to carry it. I love being able to write everything down in it. I love being able to organize in it, but that is my personality. I love stationery, I love organizing, I love writing down. It works for me. This won't work for everybody, but absolutely on a new collection, this is my 7th piece I think that I'm at. Number 8 for me is the Louis Vuitton key clay, and I am going for the key clay above the 4 or 6 ring key holder and above the flat card holder because it just has more versatility. I use this every day as a mini catch-all. I do have keys in it. Now, admittedly, I also have keys, different keys obviously, in my 4 ring key holder, but that's all that I have in there. This I have keys in, and I have spare contact lenses in, I have a glasses wipe, I have spare headphones. I have a whole lot of stuff in there and it fits quite a lot. I think for the price point this is at, and I appreciate it is a lot of money for a little bit of canvas with a zip. I get that. But if we're shopping luxury, per the price point, I think this is great. It also has the key ring on it. You can add it on to bags, you can add it on to belt loops. Again, over this, because I can put more in this, I can put some cash in this. If I need a card, I can just put the card in the bag on its own. I normally use Apple Pay. So out of these, the one that I'm buying when I restart my collection is this one. Number 9, again, is a personal one to me, and it is a Louis Vuitton perfume, and it is specifically California Dream. Now, this is my empty bottle. I know they can be refilled. This scent, I just love. There's something about Louis Vuitton perfumes. They're stunning, and they bring me to so many places, and I have so many memories with them, and I think the scents are beautiful. My husband wears Meteor. I love that scent on him. I just think Louis Vuitton perfumes for me kind of hit that little bit different. I still love a lot of my high street perfumes. I still wear Armani. I still wear Good Girl. I still wear Blackberry and Bay. I still wear Hypnose from Lancome. I still wear all of those, but I love this. And even if I have to put together a 12-piece capsule luxury collection again, I'm buying this because when I wear this, I feel great. The smell of it, I feel great. I just takes me to places. This makes the cut for me, and for me, this is well worth the money. Number 10 is the Louis Vuitton long coin card holder, I think it's called. This is actually from the men's collection. I was very tied between this and the Recto Verso because both of these are great pieces. Let me grab the Recto Verso. This one. These are great pieces, both of them. This almost has the edge because you can add this easily on, and this was a few dollars from Amazon, and this gives the same type of versatility and use. The reason I have gone for this one really just comes down to the bright colours, and that's purely personal choice. Now, I know the Recto Verso now comes out in bright colours in the back, or it comes in coloured leather, I think, or is that just the roaming? But certainly you can get coloured pieces on the back. But I'm going to just be tipped by this all over bright colour. And this from the men's collection, they also did a pink in this, which was amazing. Very much like the mini saddle colour there. And I, for one, just love looking into my bag and seeing this piece of colour, especially when I carry quite a bit of monogram inside my bag. So even in this capsule collection, if you imagine my agenda is going to be in there, and the Toiletry 15 is going to be in there, and the key clay is going to be in there, this just gives that little bit of colour, and it's easily identified. It makes me smile. It's bright. I love it. And this just about tips the Recto Verso for me, all coming down to the colour. If they brought these out in colours like this, well, that would be a bit of a dilemma for me. The next thing that I would add at number 11 is a pair of designer sunglasses. And out of the ones that I have at the moment specifically, I would add these Gucci ones. Now, I also have the Louis Vuitton monogram ones, I think they're called, my monogram. I have a Chanel pair somewhere that I can't find. I have another Louis Vuitton pair, but I just love these. It's the colour of them, but it's also the shape. I just think these flatter my face. And these are the ones that I would pick. But in general, I would pick a pair of designer sunglasses. Now, you might think if you're starting a collection, that's a waste of money when you can buy sunglasses at a much cheaper price point. True. But for me, they add to an outfit. So whenever we talk about getting together, and I have just started TikTok, I've either already started it or I've got a couple of drafts, but I've been doing outfits of the day and talking about styling bags on TikTok and how I put things together. And for me, what takes the outfit from just wearing the outfit to having it actually styled and look put together are pieces like the sunglasses. I think they add it. I think for me, they're worth designer level, and I am going to include that in my Capsule 12 new designer collection from 2025. And number 12 is keeping on that same vein, and I would add a fabulous belt that you're not going to get bored of. Now, I have one from Dior, and I have worn the life out of this belt. If you look at it, it's scratched to pieces because I wear this all the time. I also have a Louis Vuitton one that is pink, which gives me the option of wearing the two colours, but this, to me, again, just adds to an outfit, styles it, puts it together, and that touch of a belt. Now, try to pick one that you're never going to get bored of. Now, that's impossible. We're all going to get bored at some point, but one that you know that you love enough and is going to go with enough outfits that you're going to keep wearing it on repeat, and that you can style with a lot of the wardrobe you already have. And when you're putting your clothes together, it will do something and work with it to pull it together and give it that styled look. So for me, number 12 is a fabulous belt to just add something to those outfits. Those are the 12 pieces that I would add if I was starting a luxury collection in 2025. And my reasoning why I would pick every one of them and why they work for me and why I think that they are worth including over something else. For me, this comes having bought luxury for about 13 years, made a lot of mistakes, bought a lot of pieces, and have the opportunity to figure out what actually works and was what actually worth it, certainly for me on a day-to-day basis. Let me know your thoughts. Would you include the same as me? Are there some that you think I'm crazy and some you can't believe I didn't include the Birkin? I always get that whenever I make videos like this. What would you include if you were to start again, the bits that you absolutely have to have in your collection? Thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring the first part of the video. And as I said, they're going to be running fabulous savings for the Black Friday sales. Beat that December craze, and I will link all of their details down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching me. If you've enjoyed this in any way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing. And if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.